Last week I had the pleasure of bringing along our head coach Jeremy Cameron and Nathan Scher, a running back from Linfield and Austin Prep. To give you an idea of how big Nathan winning the gold helmet was last week, we were invited as a department to morning formation. Most college kids at 7 o'clock in the morning are hitting the snooze bar about 10 times and trying to fight off the urge to go to class. Our kids are in their salt and pepper uniforms out for morning formation on one of our adjacent fields. So Nathan was honored by Reginald Commander Tim Griffin, whose proud godfather is none other than John Conley of the Boston Herald. So we had that connection down at the academy as well. So Nathan is still leading the country in rushing this week in Division III. He's at 174 yards per game. That's the good news. Bad news is, after carrying on his first carry for 12 yards against Endicott, Nathan suffered a season-ending knee injury in the second play. Wasn't touched, he just took the handoff, fell to the ground, and he is being evaluated today. We'll know the full extent later this week, but we have lost him for the year. Obviously, it's a big loss for our offense, given his, so far to date, he had rushed for 524 yards in 3 games, including 325 against MIT, which won him the helmet. But we're not going to stop playing football. We have some very talented running backs who are ready to step in and take up the slack. 2 of those are local products. A junior out of Plainville and King Philip High School, Doug Dyke, rushed for 88 yards and a touchdown at Endicott. And a sophomore out of Westwood High School, Matt White, ran for a $111 against MIT. We also have a freshman running back, Deontay Fielder, out of Haines City, Florida, who we are hoping will step in as well. Our freshman quarterback, Matt Spinazzola, out of Melbourne, Florida, threw for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Our top receiver so far through 3 games is out of Plymouth South High School, Kyle Rowe, caught a couple of touchdowns in the win against Endicott. And one player on the defensive side I'd like to mention is Mike Boyce, who's a sophomore linebacker out of Pontiac High School, Lakeville. He had 9 total tackles in the game at Endicott. And it was really a game where we were down 3 heading in the 4th quarter, and they converted 2 touchdown passes on 3rd and 12 and 4th and 10, I believe. So it's just one of those things where they made the big plays, and we need to take advantage. We are playing Worcester State this coming Saturday. Good news about Worcester State is that the weather is going to be a complete 180 of what it was last year when we played Worcester. Recall the 4th Saturday of the year was a rainstorm. We played them in a rainstorm out of Worcester. Forecast is for mid-60s and sunshine. Worcester State is coming in looking for a victory. They lost at Nichols last Friday night, 21-20, and they lost because they scored what would have been the tying touchdown in the final seconds of the game, but had the PAT blocked. So they are coming in looking for a victory. It's always a good game. This is the 25th series meeting between the 2 schools. We're excited. We have a 2-game homestand coming up. We play Coast Guard next week, so it's the opening weekend of New England Football Conference divisional play, so we're hoping to get off to a good victory. Congratulations to the helmet winners, and we'll see you next week.